One superpower that you wish you would have when it comes to EB1. This is especially for older millennials and Gen Xers who are approaching EB1. So when I talk with people who have received their EB1s, I always get on a call with them and I ask them, and I've done this for over like 80 plus EB1 recipients. And truly, I'm genuinely interested in how you got the EB1 process done, because everybody's profiles, everybody's journey is so different. And it's not just building the profile, it's all the other things that you have overcome to become in this journey. I really enjoy listening to those stories. Can you say that I'm a self help junkie? I really am. That's why I like listening to these stories. And every single time when I have talked to these folks, what I've realized is they will say something consistently. They would say, Aditi, I was doing EB1 work. I just did not know it could add up, or it could fit EB1. I was just doing it anyway. Now, here's the tricky part. You may also be doing things that you don't know that add up to EB1 anyway. But since you don't know that it adds up to EB1, what you may not be doing is documenting them. And that's the hill that you need to climb when it comes to EB1. Because here's what happens. In EB1, one of the requirements for getting this visa is the USCIS officer wants to see this. They want to see sustained acclaim. In other words, in simple words, what they want to see is you were brilliant before, you're brilliant now, and you're going to continue to be brilliant in the future and help the United States in XYZ ways. So you have to show to the USCIS officer that you have been on a trajectory of excellence. Now, to demonstrate your excellence as per the EB1 requirements now and in the future is simple because you already know the mechanism. But to find out proof from the past is where things get very tricky. Because now you have to go on a memory jog. Oh, what did I do after I got my job after grad school? What kind of work did I do? Oh, I did this really impactful project. But man, Aditi, I didn't know. I didn't even document it. This product is out in the market. So, for example, one of my clients, she worked on this algorithm for Amex that helped them mitigate fraud detection or some such. She worked on it. She was the person, one of the people who developed it. But then now she has no proof of it. So she does not even remember what are the architectural diagrams that she drew, what was the code, etc. Now she has to do a memory jog to find out all of that, because without that, now she does not have sustenance. So that's the first superpower that you would wish you had when you are going for this journey. Now, one way that you can mitigate the need for the superpower is to deliberately document everything that you are doing and playing your hands right. So, if you are an early to mid level professional who is really not sure if they're going to stay in the US or not, or if they want to do EB1 or not, take this word of advice from me: document anyhow, because you never know if you will need it or not. If you don't need it, great. Now you have a folder that you can put it in the trash. Google is not going to hold your horns to that. But if you do want to apply for EB1, now you have an entire trail of work that you have already documented, which you can now position for your EB1. This is also the reason why I find it funny when people say that, oh, Aditi, I think I'm not ready for EB1 yet. Let me do some work and come back. Bro, if you don't have the clarity of what you need to document, you're going to do all this work and come back. And by the time you come back, you've lost the time that you should have dedicated to document the things. God forbid you get laid off or like you switch jobs and now you have completely lost it, because corporates have this kink of taking away all your access at the drop of a hat, faster than like your ex had blocked you on Instagram. What an example. But that's one of the things that you'd wish you'd have. That is access to documents that prove your sustained acclaim in critical role in original contributions and so on and so forth. So make sure that you're documenting so that you don't come down to the path where you said, man, I wish I had taken Chavanprash so I can remember all of the good things that I had done and collected proof of that. Don't fall for that trap. Document. I hope this was helpful.